Hi class. Okay, we're going to have a look at the homework I gave you, page 7 and page 8. So I'll share the screen. I'll find page 7. Okay, can you see this? So we were looking, if you remember in class, we were talking about this woman, Carly Robson. So we decided she's not a girl, she's a woman. And Amira thinks she's maybe 40 years old. Okay, anyway. We looked first at the questions about Carly. So the first one, where does she come from? Okay. Number 2, live. So having a think about those questions words we can use. Where, who, when, why, how. What would be a good word to use for live? So we're talking about Carly. We want to know where she lives. So what is a good question? Number 3, live with. So now we need to think of a question that will go with word live. Have a look at number 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Mostly we can use those question words. Who, where, when, why, what. Okay, I'm going to send you something to listen to, this T1.2. So after you've had a try at filling this in yourself, listen to Carly and write the answers to the questions. So you're going to hear, they're going to ask her, where does she come from? And Carly's going to tell us where she comes from. So in class next week, we will practice this. So we'll practice asking and answering. After you've done that, we're going to look at part 3, questions to Carly. Complete the questions to Carly. So the first one, which university do you go to? And she says, oh, I don't go to university, I study at home. A job. What question are we going to have to go with a job? How can we make a question? We want to know about a job. Make a question. And she answers, yes, I do, a part-time job. Number 3, what at the moment? So we want to know about Carly at the moment, now. So make a question so we can find out about Carly now. And have a look at number 4, number 5, and number 6 questions. Have a look too at this grammar spot over here. I'm just going to move my picture so I can see it. Have a look at the stories about Maurizio and Carly and see if you can find examples of past, present, and future. We'll talk about that in class. And we'll also talk about these 2 sentences. He lives with his parents. She's living with an English family now for a month. So, are they different? Why are they different? What do they tell us? Then have a look at these question words. What? Now, if you're going to start a question with what, probably a good answer, a sandwich. So your question might be, what are you eating? A sandwich. Try and match up who with one of these. Who, because I wanted to. Who, last night. Who, $5. Who, by bus. Who, in New York. Who, Jack. Who, the black one. Who, it's mine. Or who, for. What one makes the most sense, goes well together. See if you can match up the others. Where, when, why, how many, how much, how, whose, and which. Okay. That's page 7. So now I will stop sharing and I'll find page 8. Here it is. Page 8, we're going to do a bit of practicing, talking about you. So in class next week, we're going to be asking and answering questions with a partner. So first for homework, try and make the questions. Where, live. So you're going to be talking to your friend and you're going to be asking where, live. Making a good sentence. Have any brothers or sisters? So talking to your friend, how can we start this sentence? Have any brothers or sisters? What like doing at the weekend? Finish those sentences. So there will be our questions. We'll also be giving answers. So think about what you would answer as well. So we'll practice that next week. Right, part 2, in groups, ask and answer the questions. Do you like listening to music? So we'll get together in probably groups of 3, maybe 4, probably 3, and one person will ask, do you like listening to music? And the other people will answer. And then, what sort of music do you like? What are you wearing? Okay, so we use, in this one, we use, they're all what. Also for homework, see if you can write a paragraph about you. Use the text about Maurizio to help you. So remember the story about the boy from Italy? Have a look at his story and it will help you to write your story. Then for part 4, we're going to be talking about this woman. Her name is Joy Darling. Joy Darling, a postwoman. So that tells me her job. So have a look at the picture. Where does she work? Does she work in an office or outside? Does she have to drive a van? What I'll do in the class is we'll work together, student A and student B, and you will have different information about Joy. So you can see student A here. Joy Darling started working as a postwoman, and you have to have when. So you need to make a question for your friend, and you'll ask, when did she start working as a postwoman? Because you see over here, student B has the answer. Joy Darling started working as a postwoman 30 years ago. Ah, okay. When she was 22. But she drives a van because, why? So we don't know why, but student A knows why. So make a question. Why does she drive a van? Because she delivers letters to a lot of small villages. So in class, I'll give you a longer story about Joy Darling, and one student will have some answers, the other student will have different answers. So you have to ask each other questions to find the answers. Last piece of the homework is this one here, check it. Choose the correct verb form. So Maria comes from Chile, or Maria is coming from Chile. Which one is right? Maria comes from Chile. Maria is coming from Chile. So if you think it's comes, put a circle around comes. If you think it's is coming, circle around is coming. Number 2, she speaks Spanish and English. She is speaking Spanish and English. Which sounds better? Put a circle around the one you think is right, and we'll check it in class. Okay, so that's all the homework for this week. And I look forward to class next week where we can practice more of this. Okay, see you soon.